Hello, my name is Bill. I'm just doing a video on here about the Constitution of California and Nevada. And I'm going to prove to you that we didn't create the states of California, Nevada, and so on. I've done a couple other videos showing that the earth doesn't rotate. You don't live on a globe. You can't be an atheist. First, I'm going to start with the boundary that was created for the state of California. It became a state in 1850. Nevada became a state in 1864. This boundary, commencing at the point of the intersection of the 42nd degree of north latitude with the 120th degree of longitude west from Greenwich. Okay, first of all, you're not going to have, there's no way to put longitude and latitude on the ground. We already knew what township and ranges were back then anyway. We've known about township and ranges since the 1700s. So this is pretty bogus stuff. And this is California. From running south on the line of said 120th degree of west longitude until it intersects with the 39th degree of north latitude. That's running in a straight line in a southeasterly direction to the River Colorado. Well, that's impossible. Compasses have a 0 to 90 degrees, and you have to know which degree you're on. It'd be impossible to find just it's a straight line southeasterly. You have 90 lines you'd have to figure out, so that doesn't work either. And then at a point where it intersects the 35th degree of north latitude, that's down the middle of the channel. Once again, you're not going to be able to find the middle of a river on a survey. Where they come up with this, I'm not really sure, but it's just the gods. To the boundary line between the United States and Mexico as established by the Treaty of May 13th, 1848, and then it's running west and along said boundary line to the Pacific Ocean, and extending there in 3 English miles. They went 3 miles into the ocean. Why would they do that? Then it's running in a northwesterly direction and following the direction of the Pacific coast to the 42nd degree, which is where they began, the north latitude. That's on the line of said 42nd degree of north latitude to a place of beginning, also including all the islands, harbors, and bays along the adjacent to the coast. Now I'm going to show you, this is Nevada Constitution. Commencing at a point formed by the intersection of the 38th degree of longitude, 38, west from Washington, not even from Greenwich. I've never heard of creating a longitude from Washington. And then they go around to the state of California and so on. Then they go northwesterly again. They went southeasterly along the line. Now they're going the same border of California. So that just doesn't work. Now, this is what I'm going to show you. This used to be Lake Beagler, named after the governor of California. This is now Lake Tahoe. Supposedly, there's a border problem right here. This is supposedly the 120th line. Oops. Great. This would be the 39th line. That's supposedly what this description was going to. They had all these township and ranges. This was available. They could have used these instead of longitude and latitude. And this is what this von Schmidt was supposed to be doing in the first place. So as you can see,
it encompassed the line that Utah had previously had.
I'm going to fast forward this real quick.
And that it might possibly, we need to know where the state line actually was.
Okay, well, first I want to thank everybody for doing their videos and let me using their videos. I would just make sure everybody gets a thank in. This is von Schmidt, milepost 191, 1872. This is the top of Lake Tahoe. Latitude 39. He's finding 39 at the top of Tahoe. Longitude 120. That's his 120 line. That's his 39 line, which would go this way. And it's doing the same thing. This is an assessor's map for Washoe County. This shows milepost 191, which would be the same post above Tahoe. So I'm not really sure what people are saying about the border going clear down into here before it goes down this way. Now, what I'm going to do is switch up completely different type of a system here. Actually, I'm going to stop right here. Oh, there it is, right there. Perfect.
So tonight, it's my great pleasure to introduce
Again,
our
these are all
speaker,
sections. Mount Diablo.
David Carl, who many of you already know quite well. He's very much a local expert in this area. He grew up in Orange County, California. He received his bachelor's degree at UC Davis in wildlife and fisheries biology and a master's degree from CSU Sacramento in recreation and parks administration. He was a ranger in the California State Parks for 27 years, including the Mendocino Coast, Hearst Castle, the Auburn State Recreation Area, and the State Indian Museum in Sacramento. From 1982 through 2000 at the Mono Lake Tufa State Reserve, he shared the unit ranger position with his wife, Janet.
Fast forwarding this now. Once again, I want to thank this gentleman for his videos. This is all about this von Schmidt.
So the route that Grayson followed took these contracted surveyors.
This is all south
for the federal
of Mount
government
Diablo,
as contractors.
way down
And the
south.
state had a
He was contracted. He's paid $1 million back then in the 1800s.
in the town, and accomplished, but he kept pushing on it.
This is Nevada, the border. This is the Truckee River. He was supposed to do a survey for the Truckee all the way to San Francisco. This is the von Schmidt Tahoe project. 35-year effort, first proposed in 1864, still pushing into the 1900s. This is all made up stuff. This is what the gods do. And I'm just trying to prove to you, they created Shakespeare. It was not a human being creating all that, those plays and stuff, and books and whatever.
The National Archives in Maryland.
This is a map that this is from all his surveys. This is like 22 inches wide.
There are two sets of this map. This thing is gigantic. It's 11 feet, over 11 feet long in two sections and 20 inches wide, okay? And it has all this great detail. So on this, by 1890s,
This is the Colorado River. This is where the boundary is supposed to go to the middle of this. This is his survey. I just want to show everybody, this is what we can research. And people are researching it, but we don't have a history. We never lived here on this earth before land ownership. This is just all what they have created for us to go looking for. I don't know what the purpose is. That's just what I do. So thanks for your time, everybody.